I didn't hit my fucking roof.
It's there.
It's not there for me.
When I get a new place, I'm gonna make sure the fucking roof is high enough to be able to shoot up.
I'll take that back, thank you.
We got Spacey Boy over here talking about his interstellar nuts.
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Beautiful. And I hate you all.
I got debated.
You can see yourself in the mirrors.
I hit the wrong gun.
Do not touch my bum bum, Diva. Do not touch my bum bum. Where's my Coco? There's my Coco. Hey, baby. I'm following Coco. He's realizing. Like during the game, I'm probably. Oh no, don't freaking tell me. Is it them two again? I'm still gonna saw Coco.
What happened, sweetheart? The monsters didn't exist. You were wrong, Mommy. You were wrong.
You were wrong. How can you do this to me, Mommy? So who's these monsters? My imaginary monster. I didn't. I could eat a cookie? I wanted a cookie. But cookie.
Do you pull the thing on the end?
Onsak, come over here. We're gonna play with the forbidden tuna.
It's an edge.
Nice.
What the?
Okay.
Forbidden tuna time.
Name a UAV stand above.
How it works.
It caught so much sauce.
Dude, I want to play with the forbidden tuna. While you were reloading, Yumi, I was shooting.
Oh, dang!
Omaeva shinderu.
Hello, you idiot!
Chicken. Fuck.
Chicken pakuru.
Oh, I meant
You wanna go poo poo? You wanna go poo poo? We can go poo poo.
No, you were like.
Oh yeah! Oh,
I laughed so hard I dropped my gun.
I'm sorry, Ari. I didn't even know it was you. I just like aimed and
Look behind you.
squeezed up around.
Look behind you. Look behind
No,
you.
no, I don't want to.
Oi.
Why are you both shooting at me?
Cause you're a fucking tater. Fuck you!
Now I need to find my knife. Not my knife. Where's my knife? Thank you.
Fuck your knife and fuck you!
You know.
Hey.
We met each other over here for the first time, remember?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah.
I know when we
Right
met.
here,
I
right
know.
here, right here. And then we went through a portal later on to a campfire place.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this
I
is
think
where
it
we
was
met.
Campfire and then
No.
like-
It was here,
Oh.
then the campfire. Because we met here. I joined you and Yumi after talking to Caliph for a whole night.
Wow.
Caliph and his
That's
ex.
swanky.
Flair, you're dead probably.
Also, this is weird. We are normal sized in cat.
Oh, yeah.
In Black Cat, this is not normal.
Yeah, we are not lollies. And also, like, look at those polygons.
That sounds like rape with extra steps.
Smells like heresy to me.
If you don't like it, that's the spirit.
For the Emperor.
Dad got spirits? What?
That's the spirits.
Yeah, because you
Aw,
become a
shit.
fucking spirit.
Oh my god!
Well, they've been at it. Oh, this is my stuff.
How you walk? Why don't you walk normally? Can you walk like a normal person?
Hamina. Eh.
Waka waka.
Eh. Waka. You boy.
We spawned southeast. He's gonna have to, so we're gonna have to go back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just give me some latitudes and I'll work my way. If you two already
Whoa.
like, great.
Shit.
There's no point risking
I'm dead.
yourselves for me.
I'm dead.
Oh.
Bye, Cross. Look at this big fucker.
That motherfucker come out of nowhere.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
I'm running away.
Mama. No fish. Jesus Christ, fish! No! I'm just gonna wait there. I'm just gonna wait there until someone finds this body. I'm not gonna do it. Hell no! Jesus Christ, fish. Why do you do this to me? Why don't we actually win on the oxygen? If someone comes from there and report him, I'm just gonna kill them. I'm not standing next to two bodies. Oh, we might actually win on oxygen. We will win on oxygen.
Okay. Pew.
I actually used the pills.
You actually use the pills.
Yeah. I don't know if it cures green zone.
There's a mine there.
I used them.
Oh no. No.
Shit, I'm out of ammo.
I have 2 bullet guns. Did he die?
No.
Welcome, beach. How you guys doing? Welcome in. I'm just setting up. I'm getting food right around the corner, just the same. But because my roommate is ordering it, he orders that too late during the day, so I will have to be eating a little bit during stream. How was game crash? Was it a game crash or the server crash? I can't remember what he said. But anyway, we are playing Horizon Zero Dawn today, and we are gonna have a little bit of pizza and jalapeno poppers in between. Oak, I am Oak. I am the Oakiest. How you guys doing? We are gonna more or less continue where we left off, which was let's see, it was exactly. It was Barfsnart. We completed the game last time, actually. We completed the main story, but we have the Frozen Wild, which we haven't done yet. This is more or less a DLC that came with my game version, at least. I ended up walking up here during one of the main missions, but I never started the area, so I'm curious. We might want to head over here first, but I think we have a quest first to do, so let's try that. So we went down for some work, but it will be back later. Before the crash, it was super fun. Feels great to be back in Destiny. Yeah, you guys like Destiny quite a bit, don't you? No, I was thinking Warframe. Anyway, I really want to see what this is. Let's start this little questy poo.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrind, purveyor of
I haven't played in
necessities.
years.
Most of the time,
Coco
the
and
burn
Zerg used to
their
play
dead.
quite a bit
not
a while
today.
back. Them and Crispy. I think Crispy played for the longest.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Dra. Are they shamans? Like, we've only seen like elders in the game. Kept crashing for him, that's sad. I thought he was just playing Overwatch today. Did you decide what kind of food you wanted, Ghost? Wait, these are blue. Wait for a bit, order burger and nuggets and fries. Ooh, nice. And he played a bit of Halo. I was watching a little bit of the Halo and the Overwatch. What's that spear? I want that spear.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for, falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us.
Call it daemon.
So I ask you,
demon.
Can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
My axe.
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
That's it, he's gone. He's retired now.
A daemon that frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Our blood is in your teeth.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here
No
for
idea what
too
that
long
actually
winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Who's Aratak?
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then
he's
he
only
goes
thinking
and
money
leads them
there.
off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
Well, it's very.
What are these Wericks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as Melon. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing.
Give me 1 second, guys.
I could have fucking shot you, Yumi, if I didn't hit my fucking roof.
It's there.
It's not there for me.
When I get a new plate, I'm gonna make sure the fucking roof is high enough to be able to shoot up.
I'll take that back, thank you!
We got Spacey Boy over here talking about his interstellar nuts.
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Detective, and I hate you all.
I got debated.
You can see yourself in the mirrors.
I hit wrong gun.
Do not touch my bum bum, Diva. Do not touch my bum bum. Where's my Coco? There's my Coco. Hey, baby. I'm following Coco. He's realizing. It's pizza time. Let's see what we got, shall we? I thought we were ordering from Domino's personally, but we ended up going for Pizza Hut. Welcome back. We got some weird looking. These look like chicken, right? They're apparently jalapeno poppers, and they do not look like jalapeno poppers. They look like chicken. I love myself some like jalapeno poppers or chili cheese, whatever. Let's see what else we got. Enjoy the food, it says. Got to sell some spicy chicken pizza with some, apparently some big pepper chunks. Look at the size of that pepper. Alright, I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I'm gonna have like a slice and then I'm just gonna let it go. Then we're gonna play some more. Apparently I'm trying something I haven't done before. It's a piri piri cheese stuffing. Do you get like stuffed pizza crust where you guys live? Because that's something I've only seen here in the UK. You do? Ah, yeah. What's your favorite pizza stuffing then? Yeah, we like pizza. Yes, we do. With some chicken. Yes, we do. It's warm. It's warm. Just gonna find the right places. Yeah, sometimes like they do pizza stuff that they do tomato sauce stuff, but sometimes you will find like weird thing. I think Pizza Hut at one time had burger stuffing, cheeseburger stuffing with literally a teeny tiny pate that they put at the end of like the stuffing. So when you're done with the pizza, you literally had like a cheeseburger without like a top on it. It was weird, but it was delicious. You're not a fan of stuffed crust? Oh, me and someone I used to date many years ago, we baked ourselves our own pizza, and at the store we found these cheese slices that had chopped jalapeno in it, right? So what we did, we rolled up these cheese slices and we put that in the pizza stuffing, and Jesus, that was delicious. It's just melted jalapeno and cheese. So when we finally ate our fill, right? We ate our fill. We literally left what pizza was left, but only ate like the crust. But usually when I get anything, I don't really get like stuffed crust. I tend to get like a thin crust, like an Italian thin crust. But I haven't had a pizza in a while, so I thought like, why not? Why not go for something a little bit more delicious? Wait, what is this? There we go. There's the bunny. Thin crust is OP, but what is your favorite pizza topping? if you can choose anything, what is your favorite pizza topping? And if you have to say something else than pepperoni or just cheese. Because everyone, I like my favorite is I always go for a pepperoni, but sometimes I like to try it differently. Here we have something called a chicken tikka hot. That's one of my favorite pizzas. It's literally chicken tikka, some peppers, some mushroom, corn, and jalapenos. And with some thin crust, mushroom, and sausage is my go. Like, I would agree with you, but the UK do not make nice sausages. I'm very much the same in equally. I hate mushrooms, but I'm also very much don't care to ask them to take the topping off. If I go into the store and order, I will ask them to do no mushroom. But if it just comes with it anyway, I'll still eat it. Like they say that your palate, your food taste and your palate changes every like decade or so. That you will grow fond of new things that you usually didn't used to like, or stuff you used to like you don't like anymore. But what I think is that once you grow to an adult, first as a child you hate everything, and then you try stuff and you find out what you like. Once you become an adult and you know what you like and you know what you don't like, it comes a point in your adulthood where you just don't give a damn if it's still on there. You just don't want to go through the hassle of saying, I didn't order mushroom on it. You're hungry, you're gonna eat that pizza. Even if you don't like what's on it, you're still gonna eat it. Tell me I'm wrong, right? If it's food, it's food. Sometimes I pick it off, sometimes I don't. Like, I pick off as much as I can, but it depends what it is. If it's stuff I really don't like I don't really like sun-dried tomatoes. I don't like actual big slices of tomatoes. I don't like it. But sometimes you don't always see them because the mushrooms tend to hide. See now. The guy I'm looking at, the guy that was speaking, has the weirdest look on his face. Look at this. Look at his face. Chew louder. Oh, welcome in. I know you hate people eating, right? I would have eaten dinner earlier, but my roommate literally ordered me Pizza Hut. So I thought, why not? Let's have some food. Can you hear me chewing that much? Like, usually the microphone doesn't pick up shit. Let's put this away. I also don't tend to eat the whole pizza on stream. I tend to have like 1 or 2 slices, and when it gets like cold, I will eat it. Actually, of course it does. I distinctly remember you saying you hated people who eat on stream. I remember you saying that. Doesn't these look like look? Oh, that doesn't work today. 1 second, why doesn't that work? Sure, I clicked open. Okay, open. Some reason at some update on Stream Deck, it just stopped working. I have to restart my thing all the time in order to be able to use my things. But look at this. Doesn't this look like a chicken wing or something, like a chicken wedge? It's jalapeno, like chili cheese jalapeno or jalapeno popper. Anyway, let's continue our little story. I'll eat a little bit in the background, but I'll actually start playing some video games now.
Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
So I didn't get garlic bread.
And
I didn't get garlic bread, but usually I have them in the freezer anyway.
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum, and they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know.
Instead of actually talking on stream.
But
Oh, I see what you mean.
around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
For me, it's an opportunity to talk to chat. That's when if you're just sitting there eating, you have those eating streams. It literally becomes more in the territory of ASMR. That's when I'm just
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
But I have considered at some point doing like a cooking stream and having like a meal with you
Cold
guys.
enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid?
No.
Well, believe me,
Ew.
I tried to convince them.
But yes, that's
But
what I
Banuk
was
with
meaning.
nothing
I
left
forget
to
that's a
prove
word.
Might just lie down and die.
Like I had this weird thing I was making this weekend. I think I mentioned to some of you. The oat cookies. Yes, we can make cookies. Cookies are easy. But I made something I haven't tried before this week, and I was making something called kimbap. It's like a Korean version of like a sushi roll, I would say. Like it's like rice on like a square sheet of like like seaweed, and then you put like whatever topping you want on it. Like I put some lettuce, sausages, ham, in different versions. I made some different versions, and some cucumber, some not a kebab. Actually, yesterday I had a kebab on the leftovers, or like all the sausages, ham, and stuff I didn't eat with the kimbap. I had on the kebab afterwards. But it was nice. It was something I haven't tried before. Might not be super much in my taste, but it was nice.
Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin, like a shaman.
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered, like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave, or they messed with him.
You thought that Silence was
all the
Banuk,
most
right? Or used to
important
be.
shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
We don't care about Tim, so I'm just
I
gonna
want to
skip
know
that.
more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps.
Aurea, it reminds me of like Aurea,
I've heard only the shamans know
Aurea.
the trail beyond those
The Borealis.
frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk.
That or
He went
Orbus.
north of
That's
the
also what
river,
it reminds me of.
chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Araya or Thunderstrong. Might be worth a shot.
I'm gonna go and do a quick save. I don't want to do any of that again. Alright, oh, side quest. I was gonna say Into the Wild.
Silence by the rising waters. You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
Musical instrument?
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes.
Deep Din just reminds me too
Pipes
much
that
of
carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin.
Final
a
Fantasy.
Wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja.
Oh, they're Scotsmen.
I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Oh yeah, by the way, I saw that, you know the games we were playing the last few Wednesdays, the Dark Picture series on that, the horror games. There's a new one that just came out, right? There's one that came out just the other day, and it's called a Query, I think. I looked at it, and the price of it is expensive buying video games nowadays. The last time I bought an expensive game that was True Colors, the Life is Strange game.
She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet
of
icy blue, and she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said. My people need
You
aid.
bid me come. Yes.
Will you provide it?
How about no?
Machines whispered Banukai.
What's up here then?
Doesn't let fear rule them. Feel free to listen and learn, Outlander. Our ways may suit you.
Listen and learn what?
Sakuli's painting progresses, I see. Wonder what it would look like in the end.
It's a merchant up here. Pigment collector.
When Sakuli's finished, you'll be able to see her painting from anywhere in
Oh, a
Solom's
painter, okay.
You've chosen a dangerous land to visit, Outlander. But I admire
Like
your
everywhere is
courage.
dangerous. What are you talking about? There it is. Like I've heard that in the new game, the Frozen Waste? No. Outer Wilds? No. The new one. Apparently you're able to climb almost anywhere. Oh, look at that.
I could forget what warmth feels like out here.
Look at this. That's interesting.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective.
The coolie.
How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments.
Did you just say that all artists are depressing? Trade pigments. What's a pigment? We do not have the items we need for that, research we need. Yeah, for this. Animal figurines. Pigment. Blue gleam. Oh, we only have one gold skin. If we have gold bone, we don't have gold skin. Oh, you get them from collecting stuff. I see.
I'll see what I can find. Seek out the vibrant, but I'd reward you.
Side quest. The pigment right there. Is there pigment anywhere else in the world, or is it all based up here? This is always here. Shall we try it?
Perhaps one day.
I also remember Bankai. That was from Bleach. That's an awesome anime. Rewatch it. Once up. Would you guys ever rewatch like a long series like Bleach? If you had the chance, would you rewatch it?
Which story she was painting, and she said all stories.
All the stories.
What does that even mean?
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done.
Why is it? It was 150 something episodes in Bleach, right? I'd rather rewatch Naruto. Oh no, you're a lost cause.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the
I
signs
might
yourself.
rewatch Naruto, but I'm not gonna go and watch Boruto, the new one. I don't think so.
Made them
If
fiercer,
anything.
stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Jesus.
There are other Warracks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all.
Boruto's men are really weak in comparison
After
to
the
Naruto.
war ended,
I kind of feel like it
sprang
should
up
just
what
be
was
in
a
one or
campsite,
two
quick as the
like
bloom between
seasons
frosts. Perhaps it
of
will last until the Karja
here's what
see
happened to
war
them
again.
afterwards. Maybe like just an episode or like two, like an OVA kind of
Well, I
thing.
guess that's it then.
Good.
A movie maybe.
Prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Naruto the movie.
Come back to camp to find the wind has taken my tent.
Yeah, exactly.
Suppose I'll have to borrow someone else's.
Don't live your life for the sake of your song. Your song will come on with you.
Oh, they actually have like proper snow physics here. That's cool.
And don't have time to
I always
spend all
wondered
day
how
thinking
do they
besides like
make snow physics like these.
spent all day up on that
And it's actually not too hard really. It's specifically like heat map your character sets when he's walking around. It's just a collision. And he paints like a heat map on an alpha map. It's weird.
Your weapon yearns for the hunt.
all good myself if you weren't hiding behind this cruel cut.
Guess we're going this way.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Okay, I thought we were going straight out of the wilderness from here. Keep an eye out for like that. Exactly, goats. Oh, this goat is so far lost right now. I did a backflip. Hi Diva, Munch Munch, how you doing? Now I'm lost in the... Oh, listen to that thunder.
So much for being careful.
You talk about sliding.
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
This?
Hello, how you
It was
doing?
made by
Welcome
an
in.
acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like
How
this.
is he not cold?
But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
That's like a rock concert. Shield your ears, children. That was not meant for you. Yeah, I'm looking for a blue loot from one of these.
Good meat.
Meat. There it is. I think I was very lucky when I first shot one down to get the green loot. No more side quests? I think the first thing we want to do is get here, right? Oh, a pigment. Let's get that first. Since we're here, I mean.
Not bad. This would make a fine pair of trousers. None of the southern tribes rival the Nook's hunters.
Supposed to be here somewhere, right?
This morning's weave came out nice and vibrant.
Bum shot. Haha! Poor thing.
Looks good.
Faster meat is nice because we can use that, right? It's supposed to be in this area, right? And I guess it has something to do with this. Is it up here, maybe? Can I climb this at all?
I've never traveled from the grave. In the old days, the Mad Sun King made doing so impossible.
We work our fingers raw at the dye camps, but still, the hunters complain about the colors of the pigments.
I don't get this pigment thing.
They say bandits have made camp in the cut. We do well to stay vigilant.
That's
news from the hunt.
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
I just rage blue.
Then we wait.
Work those fingers
But I
all
bet
my
we'll
way.
see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watch tonight.
We come back to it. Oh, rock wall. Okay. So it has something to do with graffiti then, not Oh, here it is. Oh, I see it. When I thought of pigment, I thought like a flower or something, and then I saw like this water made me think, oh, there must be color in here. Right. There's these blue things that I think are merchants? No. Anyway, we're going to talk to, or look and get this map area first, shall we? A watcher, so there is. So there is metal monsters around here, but I don't know if they're friendly or not.
Can't carry more.
Talismans is only money. I have plenty. Oh, squirrel. I don't think I've seen squirrels before. That's a new one for me. Got special merchants.
A Tallneck? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last.
Did they? Oh, it's off. Has it fallen over?
Encased in ice. From a long time ago. The scavengers have just gotten started.
Haha, toppled over. At least that the bird didn't hear me. I have no inventory space. Oh, there's the taller.
Let's get on with it.
Ah! Wait, what are you? That thing came out of nowhere. Oh, stay away from me! You have a bomb on you.
protecting it. It's probably here.
Ow.
That's the last of the scavengers. Should scan the tonic.
Alright, now I can get the tonic. I thought it was gonna be intact or something. No, it's actually crushed. Oh no, 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 no.
Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Oh, there they are. Ow. Okay, you shut up. You get away. Component removed.
Here we go again.
Demonic scrapper. So where would it be? Glintox, scrapper pile. Wait. Then that might be it? 3 boss fights for these parts. So do I need to like worry about it, or will I find it on my own just walking around? So they're not like nearby or nothing, they're like on specific places. Not like in one of those. Save this guy.
Ready or not.
Ready or not, here I come. Not too much, okay. Guess we can continue with these questies first then. Father Tolak part is here. One there and one here, so they are around him. One up here, let's go back around then. One up there. That's where I just was though. So they are. That was a tall like part. There. Scrapper pile. Easy enough? Sí, hace. Gimme, gimme.
Heart seems intact. Tallnecks are built tough.
Okay, so we got the tall neck part. That's fine. And then you have here. Down dog. Gimme, gimme. A man after the midnight.
Back to your business.
What is that? Ooh, ow. I think I got him down. It's spinning. Well, that thing was more harder than I remember stuff to be. I think he's just looking at me. Yeah, you better go. Get this maybe as a resources. Let's sell some stuff we don't need. These we don't need. Got so many of these, we can sell these. Hello.
This'll do. One of the tall necks parts.
Whack. I saw another purple in here. Oh shit. Blue gleam. What's that? Well, that was the thing I could not afford since I didn't have the goat thing. But that's what the blue gleam is. There's a map there. The last one is up here. I'm liking this new armor, even though it takes away from damage and buffs I can add to it. At least it gives me a proper health. Remember how often I used to like chug down on my potions? I'm good. To save, shall we? Sparkly. It is sparkly, isn't it? It just jumped over that. Like nothing. I'm I do say in it quite a bit, doesn't I? I do it sometimes. Well, at least I can go to school. That one. Let's get some of that, shall we? See modifications. Get rid of some more greens if I have any. It's really interesting how much purple I have by now.
This tonic part's still in one piece.
All right. I do like how the snow sticks to her clothing. It feels very like genuine.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was.
Definitely. And
okay, I'm right.
Hello,
Just
Governor.
Get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
Now we can get the map.
That should wake you up.
I think this is the hardest map we've had so far.
Easy now. Easy.
Ah, shit.
Right, it's never easy.
It is never easy. Never easy, never over. I thought it was broken. Something got very dark here.
I need to climb up the tunnel again. I'll need to find higher ground.
Oh, it's over here. Go down, I need you.
I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here.
Look how deep the snow is. From a blizzard. Gotta chase it? No, I'm just waiting here until it comes back. Easy enough. We'll have a pizza fight. It usually doesn't take too long for it to come around. These guys respawned. You see it above the treetops over there. Does it go around this whole peak? Or does it come back down here? And around? I think it might do. It might come back over here and down. Come towards me now. Just realized I don't have long until I'm leveling up, even. That thing hit it, so that gave him a damage or something. Oh shit. Alright, let's see. Time this. Let's time this. Get ready. Now.
Alright. Now I just have to reach its head.
Proper snowstorm right now. Wait.
Bergrim said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Not too far.
Time for a shockwave. When would be the best time to repel down? Yeah, that thing is quite brilliant. Oh, hello. Oh, it actually disappears. It goes up in a tree and disappears. That was cute. Now, next step would be either we can go to him. MR. Animal figurine. Oh. Or we could go to quests. Look at this place. Looks cool. Are we gonna go to the quest? Yeah, if you want to go to the other one, we can always like teleport that back a little bit. It's fine. It's fine.
Can't be too prepared.
Be
Bergrim
prepared.
said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
Bye. There they go. There's people around here. Should Fleur come over here in warm weather be like this? Oh, he would die in this weather. He's very much like
I can't feel my... That must be Naltuk.
like a heat body.
It looks like it's sending out a pulse. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can.
I'm tempted to just go over there and kill it.
But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
All right, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't
No
fall.
confidence.
And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
That thing steals it.
The pulse gives them energy, repairs them.
I know it does. What's it gonna do if I kill them first?
I can kill the machines. The tower. Be able to destroy it.
Well, they're easy enough to kill. But the thing takes down my my armor.
But it can be destroyed.
Yes, it's destroyed. You can override it, but what for what good?
Now we know how to deal with the machines in the towers.
I'm really savage.
Perhaps Araya should meet you
Hand to
after
hand
all.
combat.
What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
Why yes, blue gleam. What is blue
You
gleam?
said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through
It's
the
for
ice
those
caves
special
and the
merchants.
waterfalls,
I see.
and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Araya at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Make nice armor sets if you collect them all. Well, I'll be surprised if they will make something better than what I currently have.
Shaman's path.
See, that has some loot on it. Oh no, it doesn't. Did he just pop over here? We'll go down here and get this to actually see what this is. Goose. I don't need goose anymore. I do need is goat. So buy me a goat. But goat.
Should have brought.
Oh, there we have it. There we have it. This is what we wanted.
The cart.
There we go. Now I'll go back here and get that last map I need. These nights here are so long. Oh, where is it? It's not that way.
The Banuk have painted the same way for ages, and it suited us fine. Why must Sekuli
there it
meddle
is.
with it?
Oh, here we have one of those merchants. Banuk bow. Ooh, hello. If anything, I need this one. This is literally what I currently have. This has handling. Outfit, Banuk Master. Huh.
Deep dim. Silenced by rising waters.
I get the weapons, but that's about it. Maybe I should get the armor just to get rid of some. Nah, I think like if I got rid of some resources with, but I don't really. There you go. Where's the lady? Lady? It's further up. No! I tried to go over and talk to her. That's what I did. Didn't want to jump. I saw her just like beelining away from the lady. Like, what were you doing? No, 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 no.
I'm back again.
Few are as eager.
Yeah.
There we go, blue gleam.
I'll leave you to it.
It's my curse.
My burden. There's a couple right up here, actually. Oh, I didn't get this one. Gotta collect it all, Pokemon. And here we got some toy.
Clever.
There's a house here. That's sweet. There's a... What is that? Animal figurine. 3. We have some gleam up here. Go and get that gleam, shall we? Easy enough. Like for the whole world, getting everything seems a little bit dumb, but just for here, it's fine enough. It's a small place, right? Got it. Sway on.
Crystal sharp. Better wash my fingers.
Quite a few of them around here. That's cool that they kind of like solidify like that. Yeah, this seems like it's gonna take a little bit more than just one stream. Look at this. I really wanted to start playing Uncharted 4 today. But when I was setting up, I realized it would take too long to download the game and set up all the updates and stuff. guess these are Glintogs. Yeah, Glintogs.
Slip this moving off carefully.
Now I just wonder how it would have been if I went through all the trouble getting the rest of the collectibles. Dangerous path I'm going through. One or two more? As if I'm missing one.
This scrapes.
Guess if I go down here. Huh. I'm missing one then.
Never know when I might need these.
Alright, quests over here. Oh, here's one. That's quite far away from the other ones, isn't it? Juice, I thought it was a rat. Something else.
I think there's frost between my teeth.
Frost between your teeth. How does that work? Return to Singapore. Are we Singapore?
Who, me?
Rawr. Ooh. Inventory modifications. Assemble. Go to the lake. I've already been to the lake. What are you talking about?
Looks like we're introduced.
Oh, Yar, how are you? Degenerate assemble. When did that happen? When was that a quote? Did I miss something? But I'll be watching Infinity War tonight. I just thought of a quote.
I was talking about. Deep in. Flooded too,
Well,
like she
I
said.
quoted something someone
Snodgrass.
says, right?
Probably came from somewhere upriver.
So
Follow
it
the
comes
river,
from
find its
either
source.
something from a game we're
Seems
playing or
simple enough.
something, right? That's what I always thought, but
Must be the entrance to this
Sure.
den.
good hang. There we go. I'll follow the river upstream, I see. Kinda wanna go here first though, see what we can find here. You decided to do the DLC after all? Yes. It's more because I was planning to start playing Uncharted today. But I didn't really have time or effort to download the game. That's not like, why not? It seems alright enough. Cozy Lake. So it's somewhere around here. Something that looks like a stone pillar.
Three things: a sharp spear, a warm tent, and a Wirek where everyone knows their place.
Myself, if you weren't hiding behind this crew of cutthroats.
See, where is this stone? Somewhere around here it says. I had it wrong. Wrong stuff on. Oh, here it is. Pigment. I could go up here to get more of those gleams. Sounds like an owl. Poor owl. Poor thing. I didn't know you could find owls here. I heard it. I felt like that sounds like an owl. Is there owls in this game? What is that? That's an owl. It's a dead owl now, but still an owl. Just wondering what I need to like trade that for. Trade that with. Bah. Fuck off. Guess that's something.
No space.
I'm looking for special loot, like pelts or like skin or bones. That's too far away. Now there's a gleam up here somewhere. Probably above here, but... Badger, mushroom. It does seem like a gleam central up here. Seems like a lot of could be up here. Gleam City, bitch. There's one. Ow. Two. tree.
Good amount of fluid being leaked off this one.
There it is. There's one of them. And there should be one more.
Going down fast.
That's the plan. Here you go, and then we can go back again. So how you doing, Mickey? How's your day? How's your day? Fuck off. What are your thoughts on Civ games, like Civilization games? I can see people enjoy them. Sometimes I enjoy watching them, but more times than not, I don't really care too much. I find them boring. I do have a few Civ games that got added through one of those free game things. But nah, I don't really play them myself. I find that they last for too long and you get bored after a while. Damn. Why do I feel like proper, like look at the, looks like the Trinity Force whatever from Zelda. Follow upstream, is it?
Those mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere above.
Nuke, champion bow, power shot bow, flame bow. I think I'll go for that. See how that goes. See what I can add to it. Inventory, weapons, or crafting. Actually, I'll equip that back again. Where's my old bow? And then let's modify it. The handling, it has weapon attachments and more loot. Damage is not the best thing, so I think I'll put a tear on it. And a freeze. Handling would be nice, and fire. Let's put some more handling on it. Or actually, should we put some more tear maybe? Because what I use it for is to tear armor up anyway. And we could switch out this one with our other weapon at some point. That sounds good. Bad. There's one.
This blue gleam will make some shaman happy.
And another one. They're all next to each other. Now I have 5. I need 16. I missed one here apparently. Upstream to this dam, I guess. The blue one. Inventory. Oh. Resources. In case we need the owl skin, I mean. Are we gonna turn on the dam? Surely you don't expect me to actually turn on the dam.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
Well, I think it is. I thought I heard like a squirrel. There's a toy in here somewhere. Maybe inside here. looking for a toy. Oh, there it is. It's a cat figurine.
Some kind of animal. A keepsake of the old ones.
Alright, let's see what this is all about then.
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Enter Grey Cache.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the din?
I guess we'll fix the dam in the end. Huh. Think there's any metal monsters in here?
Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Drainage system offline. Intake tower malfunction.
Tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. What has happened?
Alright, so okay, like how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Satchel people to ever see this place. Yeah. And, you know, so...
Examine power bank.
Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. Another holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. The lock positions. Helpful. I should be able to shut this place down from here.
Well, I did examine it.
I should be able to shut this place down from here. Someone made a mess of this. If I had the right parts, I'll bet I could get it working again.
Sort of dam.
Someone's been through here. Not that long ago.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. Right?
I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here.
How long do you think they've been in here?
This is the perfect opportunity to do a good deed and clear your conscience.
Hello, you. It's Osram.
Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope, nope. Not old Gildan.
You're welcome. Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door.
Idiot.
No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have,
look at
for
her
the sake
face
of
palming. I'm feeling the
expedience,
same thing.
abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
It's a ring.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got 2 hands. I've got 2 hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice.
I thought he was going to say marry me.
Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gilden. How are we gonna get that ring?
Looking glass.
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Rough waters. No way I'd be able to swim.
Hold on, I thought we were going to go over there, but the bridge is out.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors?
You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the clan. Stone ruins, cloud tall and cliff wide. I spent 13 levels on that monstrosity, but no wall. Just great stone columns bearing the weight of the level above.
I'm not listening at all to him. I wonder if he has any friends. Or if he just scares people away.
How about stagnant water? Charming.
Oh. Mushrooms.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
Are you helping or not?
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
Oh, so that's what it is, a locking mechanism.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate!
What on earth just happened? Started climbing in midair.
A rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further.
Yes, ladders are marvelous, right?
It's too strong. I can't swim against it. It's
How are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. Looks like I could jump
Oh, it
across
just
on
literally
that
took me around here.
rickety rusting platform. I'll find a way out.
I don't really care too much about supply crate, to be honest. Oh, okay, this is how we got out. I see. Oh, that's perfect.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks.
There is take control.
I think.
Yes, indeed.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Caught sellouts and runaway cowards. Which secret? I forgot the words.
Are they kids?
You started off so
Sound like kids.
Look out below.
It's a cool place. It's a damn cool place.
Now we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel.
It's a damn cool place. Well, that's not good. I do like the aesthetic of this game. It's well thought of and very good done by the art department.
Okay, Gilden, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Look for a counterweight.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
This.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan. I need to get up higher. Could climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now.
Or that. Woo. I think like the biggest cause for people dying in this universe would be from needing tetanus shots, right?
Can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher, get above it.
Would you imagine like a thud like that?
Going down.
I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better run. Ah shit!
Blazing forge, girl, careful! Don't want you drowning in this ruin now, do we?
No! Oh, it's there. I thought like I had to do a timer on it. I thought it was a timer thing.
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that drink?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gilden.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Very big, very big. Well, that thing looks hungry.
Yes! It's dead.
It is dead. Well, it's because it's so far away, Diva.
Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils.
Merch. We need merch. Stickers. You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Robot.
Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. Sure are a lot of valves.
Sure
Should
is.
check my focus first. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
That goes nowhere. There you go.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not
Broken.
old Gildan.
There's one.
Not quite right.
That's all right. It's broken.
Something's not right.
So it's supposed to go this way.
The water's flowing, just not where it needs to.
What about the other way? That's broken.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
One.
You've been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, mind. I won't spend half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
Here we go.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you
But
couldn't
I thought I could go
have
through
you?
here.
The door's open.
Oh, my bad. I thought
Down to the lower level.
I thought the whole time I was trying to open the door. I really did think I was just opening the door. Hello.
Ugh, it stinks down here.
Drummer's weapon.
You smell that?
Looks like that's
Smells
everything.
like a forge side
We
morning
should
of
head back
acclaim.
up with Gildan.
See? Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that or? Totally. Like, what about after the... Sorry. Just
Totally,
saying.
dude. What did happen?
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room,
Something to do with pipes. Magnum pipes.
I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait!
And we realized that everything I was looking for was nothing. Don't wait for me, you dum-dum.
Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand. Just like Mom and I used to.
I want to know nothing about this mama. Here we go. Now what is this? So...
What are you doing with your hands there, girl?
Don't worry about it.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
Okay,
power
let's fix
cell.
the panel and shut this place down.
Listen to this
Where
first,
is it?
though.
Where did it go?
I mean, this is it.
This is it for what?
You want to throw it in here?
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, maybe 2 more times? Nah, shells. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Fans do it all the time. For our adoring fans.
One doesn't imagine such things. Not 2 delves in a row.
Practice in hollow space. People always say that.
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass.
It's an alarm clock.
I'm so sure.
Looking glass?
My old mom found one for me when it was one of the last things she... I was sure I saw it. Right there in the window. I would... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
Poor guy spent his
I'm
whole
sorry,
life
Gilden.
trying to find one.
Must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that.
Poor guy.
Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
Poor guy. Thought you really saw it, poor thing. Swamp.
Oh,
I thought it said system
that's
failure
a
again.
whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge. Ha! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now.
Yeah.
A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gilden.
Aw.
No.
That's
No, I
that's
suppose
sweet.
not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
So I guess during the fight in the end, you will have him there as well.
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon?
The basin.
Well, there was no question of that.
I wonder if you ever find like a looking glass for him.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Lao Lai's already at the bin.
Alright, alright, alright. We can go down here now. See what's in this little climb. I tried to dive under, but apparently you can't really swim underneath the water. You can just stick your head under. I think it's just a sneak thing. How many shards do we have? Well, we have 5. Okay, we have a few left.
She wasn't kidding about the sound.
Let's see what's in here. Source of the sound. Let me guess, a machine monster. Bim bum bim bum bim bim. That's almost terrible. That's almost terrible. Wait, has this person been underneath there the whole time? Oh no, this is the lady that I was talking about, ringing the pipes.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back.
So they're descendant of these
Thank you for
band
draining
members.
the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
I got some blue gleam. Alright, alright, alright. How many did I get? Like 5? Shouldn't be enough for me to... should not be enough, right? 12, I need 4 more. Alright, alright, alright. Further up. There we go. Seems like an interesting place. It's sort of weird place to have a dam in the middle of this frozen tundra. Almost sound like thunder coming in. And we still don't really know where we are actually heading. Also, we don't really know where those gleam thingies are either. Almost sound like they're down here. Or further down that way. Oh, probably over here. Can't see any gleams.
I think I got turned around. I should head back.
Yeah, kind of into that location. He knew I was trying to sneaky deaky my way around. Further up, maybe? Oh, there's one.
Blue gleam.
Oh, that was the only one. Now we have 9.
Pretty far
This is
up.
pretty.
The shaman's path must be. This must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions. Wrong way.
Guess so. It seemed like a cool place anyway. Even if it's the wrong way.
Guess I'm heading deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave.
Yes.
What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them. Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way.
What's in the other areas though? Loot.
Took a wrong turn.
That's exactly the turn I wanted to take. Stop messing about it.
This isn't the way out. Some gear though.
Do you hear the bells?
Another marker. Good.
Someone's living in here putting all these up. Well, this is a trial though for the shaman, so it makes sense.
Then.
This way? Oh.
Not this way. But then, where? I see.
Oh, up.
Up.
Imagine her father trained her whole life just to be able to do this.
Stalkers. Better be careful.
Yeah, should I be careful?
Okay. Through here.
There's one down. Aha! Got him! Hey Goosey, how you doing? Welcome in.
There we go. Hopefully out of this cave.
Got him. I think got a way out.
Done with the cave. So what's next on this path?
Save point? What's the next fire? Oh. Not out of the cold yet, it seems like.
How does this bridge work? Looks like it needs to fill up with water before I can cross.
Oh, shit. What do I do now? What do I do now? Ah! I'm a mountain goat. Apparently, I'm a mountain goat. But down here you have some gleams. There's some gleam guys over here. Can see them too. Is it worth it? Probably not. Will I still do it? Heck yeah. Let's see if I can Billy Goat myself up here again. Like nothing ever happened.
Now how do I cross this one?
Do I?
Down it is.
Now we need to find out
There's the way up.
the rock somewhere. Okay, that's right there. Found it.
I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up.
Now I just jump back down. Yeah. There's a thing up here. I'll just we'll just a supply crate.
Made it.
Now, is there anything else around? No.
Okay, I need to move this.
I have to wait for it to fall down now. So this is kind of the same things that we did in the beginning of the game, called the Passage of the Brave. Oh shit! Well, hello. That's a bear.
Bergen wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here. And I don't think it's friendly.
That's a bear. Whatever it was is gone now. I think I can tame and ride it. Wouldn't that be awesome, right?
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
That is true. But it's that cold, it can almost feel like a sunburn. Oh, it's telling me that well, these things are nearby.
Shorting my shield out again. Great.
Oh, it's on the other side.
It's pointing right towards those machine hounds.
Oh, this is where the bear comes out, right? Yes. Do 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 do. Oh no.
Gonna have trouble reaching that tower to override it. I guess we're doing this, big boy.
He doesn't know I'm here.
That's got their attention.
Haha. Tough. He has blades. You're not so tough. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It is so tough. Nice. Bastard.
Scary new machine, down. Now back to finding Araya. Which means...
Scary new thing down, definitely.
we've gotta climb.
You better run. Silly with the Mickey, who's calling a bear? That's rude.
I should be able to get up there.
I liked it. I want to pet it. I want to override it and mount it and ride it. To be like a monster tamer thing, like a mecha tamer thing, there's very few monsters you can actually like ride around like a mount. Big monkey? I'll tell him you said that. I still don't understand the slow-mo, because it makes no sense. I am not quick timing or having to press any buttons. They just, oh, this is a cool jump. Let's slow this down. Makes no sense.
This must be the shrine Naltuk was talking about.
Oh, hello.
Guess I should take some blue beam. Sparkles. I can see why it's worth a lot.
Quite a few of it. Didn't even know there was some here. Sparkle. Is he still here even?
Naltuk said Aurea went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs. An ancient door. Maybe Aurea's inside.
Aurea's retreat.
March 10th, 2046. I just spent 16 hours in here trying to install upgrades to improve efficiency for the central processing unit. Project Firebreak is going to need the brain power.
Firebreak?
Let's just hope I'll have enough of my own.
Your favorite
Anita
monkey.
stayed with me the whole time. We got a lot done, but every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair, oh boy, I should just go to bed.
Someone got it. Someone got it bad.
This is Director of Security Blevins resending the emergency supply order. Try reading it this time, okay? You weasels don't want me calling my people in SLC.
Oh, it's a daddy's guy.
Director of Security Blevins is riding us like a petty tyrant. I can't even sneeze without triggering his control issues.
Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door.
To the door, to the door.
Something.
Or more,
What am I supposed to do with these lights? These things turn, changing the flow of light.
That one's broken.
All right, let's leave the doors open.
Easy. No, no, no. We call you. I just went in here on a whim, thinking, oh, there might be some loot here. Guess that sometimes elevators go out.
Fresh air ahead.
That's good. Another bear, you think? I almost slid straight off that.
Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there.
Who is this lady we're trying to meet? This is a shaman, I think.
Looks like I need to get to those stairs.
Leap of faith!
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
It seems very cold here.
Not much higher to climb. Array must be close.
Another entrance.
She has to be in here somewhere.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room?
Probably both.
Come on, people.
Right? Maybe both? Well, they do get cabin fever after all, I guess. Oh, hello. Suddenly warm. Oh, there she is.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds?
This is a door?
Ah!
Oh no.
I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask.
Hello.
But guide me. Who
are you?
No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I opened it.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
Oh, she seemed very like, yes, please. Show me, please. animal figurine. Hello, it's a bear.
I guess the old ones liked these animals.
Way out. Show me, guys. Now she thinks I'm a goddess or something, right?
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Where's the light? This one, I believe, will either be like this. This. Not like that. I think this needs to be this way then. Oh, this. And now it's easier to understand it.
Auxiliary channel.
Oh, Jesus.
Recovered. Exploit successful.
Hello.
Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Authorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is Aurea.
Transmission terminated.
What?
You brought the spirit's voice back.
What was that?
You
So
heard it.
it's like
The voice
Hades
of the
almost.
Spirit calling to me
I
from
don't
the
know,
heights of
another
thunderous drum.
AI.
She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy.
It's not that simple.
Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes. But I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the
shaman and
Rime hoping to lose
is
them
there
in the
that
mist,
they're
but they
like
endured, so
warrior,
I
guardian?
took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard a voice. Wanderer. Lost like me.
No, you
The
ain't
spirit of the blue light
Piggy.
gets sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
Oink oink.
The daemon. What
You
do
know
you
I love
know
you.
about it?
I spoke with the spirit many
Oink, oink.
times. First here,
Piggy.
then inside Thunder's drum. The last time, she told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something evil. She named it the daemon and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her if necessary, to keep it from using her.
It's a me.
That was 5 years
Piggy
ago.
mage.
I didn't hear her voice again until today.
What kept you from the spirit after it begged for help?
I went to Aratak, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's Drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
Oh really? That's a while.
You said you returned to Thunder's Drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a Werak of great hunters to defeat the daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's Drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After, he and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you,
excuse me.
I did.
About silence?
I've told you all I can. There's nothing more I can say.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was hurt. Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were here, in this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
You had a communion with the spirit?
Yes. Inside Thunder's Drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe, and she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears.
Feels very much like what happened
She
with
never tired of me. Never judged.
Elizabeth.
We kept each other's company.
And Gaia.
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world, and the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul, cut off from what it needs. Lonely, forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand, but I want to.
That's all I need.
All right, let's go to
see if I've got this straight.
then.
We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
Maybe it's a different war machine.
Thunder's Drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Ha! There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander. An Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or speak to my friend Sekuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed.
We talked
Do
to
all you
Sekuli
can.
before, haven't we?
When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
A weapon? Say no more, we'll take it. The nuke Stormslinger weapon. Call a new overridden mount if no mount is available. Huh. That could be cool. Treasure box. What is this thing? Oh, it's a shotgun, I see. Find the rail pod. Where's that? Oh, it's over there. Okay, so I guess I'll do this and then I actually have to continue. Find rail pod over there. That's fine enough.
Maybe I can trade this blue gleam.
Well, yes, probably. Oh, that would be so cool.
Look out below!
That's cool.
That's it.
18 blue gleams now. I kind of want to get this blue gleam over here too while we're already here. It's below me, isn't it? Of course there's a sawtooth here. Wow. Wow. Melee that fucker.
Let's find this blue and get her home.
Could be one more around here somewhere. Bad. Can you see it? Oh, there it is. I learned that already.
A quick way down.
So what's the next game you gonna play, Diva? What you been playing other than that?
Frostclaw. Better be prepared.
I'm not prepared. I'm gonna run. I think it's fast. 3 gleams up here. There's a hunting place here too. Oh, I can just randomly get one. That's cool.
Long way down. And not
this a long way down.
Either.
And there's no like teleportation areas nearby either. Uh-oh.
I might not be alone down here.
Yeah.
Damaged. Guess the Banuk already got to it. Here's one of the metal birds.
I think there's stalkers in here.
No room.
Hello. I'm your figurine, okay. Let's go.
My focus could find something I've missed.
I know what we're missing. We're missing this.
Just have to go up. If I could move that flying machine over a little.
Oh yeah, sure. Flying machine. No power, right? No, is this power?
I could use my focus to look around. Huh. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across.
Easy peasy.
There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
Echo, Sierra, Echo.
Focus could turn some.
What's this place? Oh, almost fell down.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance, and security. I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance, and security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
Is that what they wanted?
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Easy peasy. So they need the magnets? What do they need the magnet for again?
So this thing will improve my spear, huh?
Off to Kamut.
My mount can't find its footing on these slopes.
Ah, someone went on a way here. Huh. I guess this mount can't really go this way. I think we need to go by foot to find this.
Let's see what this blue gleam is worth.
Ow. There's one. That one? Yes, there's one.
Won't be hard. Sell a chunk like this.
Must be another one here somewhere, right? There it is. And now they want me to go here. Right?
Easier when I was a kid.
It's a hunter's thing here. What are we hunting this time? That's a cool sculpture. Now, there's no one here, it looks like. Oh, here he is. Couldn't see him in the snow. This one we already have. This one is the one we want. And let's start putting stuff on that one. that's a war bow. Yeah, it's kind of stuck there now, isn't it? I don't need you anymore, so I'm gonna drop one of these. Now I can change it. See, damage, yes. Fire can go, right? Fire damage. Fire and handling. Tear recall we don't really need, we can do handling. And handling and fire sounds like a good combo, because this is a fire bow. Oh, there he is. He's the keeper of this place.
Araya said that I should compete in the trials here.
Araya did? She's never sent someone before. And what is your reason for training? I would ask this of any Banuk who attempted the trials.
I'm going to challenge Aratak to become chieftain of his Werak.
Well, you better get started then.
About the trials?
I'm guessing you're not part of the Hunter's Lodge.
Every tribe claims they were the first to have hunting grounds. And every tribe claims the Karja stole it from them.
So who was the first?
We were.
And the Karja stole it from you.
That's right.
They
How
say
do the
at
trials
least.
work around here?
Instead, to take second place, even third place, puts you among names of legend.
What if I come in first?
We'll see. Each trial is a challenge for... The control trial tests a hunter's ability to rein in the Stormslinger's power. Only the wisest understand these shamanic weapons, and only the bravest
Oh,
wield them.
Stormslinger.
I'll start counting after you've taken the rope. We'll need a moment to pull the machines from the pass into the arenas. Then make your descent.
Kill machines with the Stormslinger. Okay, so okay, so that did not bring me to first place at all. Maybe I need to figure out another way.
Your first run on that trial and you claimed second place. I haven't seen many pull that off. The Onslaught trial challenges a hunter to withstand the ebb and flow of combat. Machines will be released into the arenas in waves. Pace yourself. Strategize. Only then will you be able to defeat them all without being overwhelmed.
No more trial.
You can always...
I beat a champion's time. That should get the Werak talking. In fact, I'll bet my name's all over Song's Edge. Might be time to challenge.
Yeah, I'll not do that yet. Quite a few things left to do, really, it seems like. Well, I could challenge him, but I have other things I could do. Like, this thing disappeared, the quests.
Jara talk.
Anyway, we'll zoom over and we'll talk to Kamut. I feel like definitely things I could. I like that, like the new upgrade we got that always have a mount coming. Oh, hello. Bonk. I'm in his path.
Blue gleam.
We have found out quite a bit of blue gleam already. Seems to not be super hard to find. What we could do, we can come back next time and do the rest of the collecting. Because I don't know how much we have left. Because I think what we do now, we challenge him, we complete, and then we go up and get the ending. But we want to do that so quickly. I feel like if we take that down, collect some stuff, we could collect some other stuff I wanted to collect too. Which was the Banuk Taluk or whatever it's called.
Can't let the smoke and thunder all that
Oh, there he is. Him.
Stand around and talk.
Is this what you...
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending, and what does the conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it, and you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks, only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear.
Oh, it's modification stuff. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. Spear damage. We have quite a few of those already. Huh. The more you know.
Might as well get started improving my spear.
Well, we did. It's great. Spear modification box. Treasure boxes. Oh, it's not really that long, is it?
The hunt proceeds as it must.
We fight now?
My people have been telling tales of your accomplishments.
I'm not here. I don't know what I'm talking about. What you're talking about. Hi.
Taken a special interest in our stretch of snow, Outlander.
You're fighting.
Yes. And apparently this is the
Because
only way I'll get to see
most
all
of the
it.
time I don't know what I'm doing either.
Is this a challenge?
Oi.
For the Warwick.
You? This must be a joke.
It is not a joke, Aratak.
Now I see. The Outlander's your pawn. And with you backing her claim, I have no choice but to accept. I expected better of you, sister.
It was you who forbid me from Thunder's drum, brother.
Their family.
Brother and sister? This is a little more complicated than I thought.
No, it's simple. You will meet me at the Frost Figures, and I'll put a quick end to this mockery.
I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I suppose you do. So why didn't you tell me that you and Aratak are siblings?
I thought I wouldn't have to. I'm surprised Aratak brought it up in front of a stranger. He must be very angry. I'm not always the best judge of
people.
I prefer the company of spirits. They're simply my own. I didn't want you to think of our pilgrimage as some sort of family squabble. It's much more important than that.
It's bold, I'll give you that. Going after your own brother.
He gave me no choice. He thinks I'm a child to be shoved to the back of the hunt. He would forbid me from my destiny. And yet, part of me did it knowing he would forgive me, eventually. He always does.
Family drama aside, what's this challenge meant to be anyway?
You and Aratak will hunt machines at the Frost Figures. The victor will be the fastest. It won't be easy.
Nothing about this has been so far.
When you meet us at the starting point, I'll tell you more. It will be simpler to explain from the base of the hills.
Araya, it's not about who's related to who. I want to know what's inside Thunder's drum. The spirit, the daemon, and how it all connects to the machines. But if we're gonna go through with this, I need you to be straight with me.
I underestimated you. And Aratak. I won't make that mistake again.
See you at the Frost Figures then.
Interesting.
So, off to risk my life in order.
There's a new side quest over there. We haven't been here yet. It seems like an old warehouse, really. Where does he want me to fight him? That's the keeper's ground. Drone hangar. Can you see the quest anyway? Oh, it's up here. My bad. Of course I could see it.
To take charge of a Banuk hunting band. Just what I always wanted. Frost Figures, here I come.
Oh, excuse me.
Someone has to.
How about those bandits?
What's this one all about?
Come, or you don't at all.
Oh, it's the Ostrom guy.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
He's messing about in chat. Hello.
I
Stop
finally
messing
met some
about.
Banuk keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. You know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So, I did it on credit.
Oh,
and they haven't paid.
Well,
Of course
they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that.
I don't think so. I think
But
he's...
if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A Scorcher Claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a Snapmaw Fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll...
Guess we have to find them.
consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Okay, now we know what we're doing on this area. Northeast over here. So, okay, that will open up this area. Then we have the bandit camp. And at some point finish up this place. Yeah, there's plenty left to do. I could challenge him, and I think then after that we need to head over here to Thunder's Drum, right? That's...
Even if I cared to travel south, I'd not get much further
That is
than the
Thunder's Drum, this here, I reckon. I don't think it's a lot left, but go northeast, find a Snapmaw Fang. Go west and find the Funny Quill. I'm gonna do that in the next stream. I think I'm gonna round it off here. I'm gonna find a save point real quick.
Some faithless hunters.
Let's go, Dwayne.
There she is. There's my other set of hands. How's your metal cooling,
My, metal is cooling pretty well, Gildan. And yours?
Oh, you know, nothing
Is you
comes out of the
going
forge perfect.
go west song?
Come, sit. I've got an old Delvin story that'll turn that red hair white.
Hold that thought, Gildan. Another time, okay?
Anytime you like.
Oh, he seems nice.
Fuck you! Fuck you, fuck you! Fuck you!
It's bad timing, I show. I was just about to round off for today. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? What are we streaming? Let's give you a shout out. Diva, could you give him a shout out? Yeah, we were more or less just rounding off and say what we've done so far. So we are doing the wild, frozen wilds, and we more or less ended up finding something that looked more like a second Gaia of some kind. I was being possessed by something called a daemon. So we are on on our way to challenge the current chief of like the Banuk tribe, and then I was gonna go over and sort out the bandit camp, sort out the hunting trials, as well as continue this little quest here. And I've been collecting stuff as I'm coming along. I think I haven't done this one. So I got the 2 weapons I wanted. They seem alright. and then I might do the pigment to see what they do. But other than that, it's been quick. It's been all right. I think next time, if we do this on Saturday, if I'm on, we will be able to complete it and finally start a new game. But next game will be Wednesday. Wednesday we are starting. Let's actually do a. Did I do a save? Yes, I did a save. And that's me signing off for today. Let's see here. Next, or the coming Wednesday, we are going to play some more of that Dark Picture. Is it called Dark Picture Chronicles? Dark Picture something. It's a horror game series I've been playing for the last few weeks. I just realized that the new one just came out. The Quarry. Saw the price of it. Jesus, it's expensive. Anthologies. Yes, exactly. We've been playing. We played Until Dawn, and then we played Man of Medan, and then last Wednesday we completed Little Hope, and I was so sad. I ended up killing everybody except from one, and I looked it up. Like, is that how it's supposed to be? No, it seemed like I got the bad ending for some reason. Whatever I did, I was so nice and managed to save everyone except for one, and suddenly everyone just died. So I got the bad ending, and apparently I was supposed. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it for people who wants to play it. Since you're going to play Man of Medan, I won't spoil the ending on what to do, but I did the wrong action. I very much did the wrong action there. It's different what you seem. It's different from the opposite of what you seem too. But we are going to play. What's his name again? House of Ashes on Wednesday. This is like a Tomb Raider style adventure thing, and I think that might have been a good start to start off the Uncharted series. But as you see, we haven't really completed our gameplay of Horizon Zero Dawn yet. But we will get there. We will start this one on Wednesday. And I'll see if I can take myself a little bit of extra allowance and buy the Quarry for another week. But that's me for today. So if you want to stay around, we are going to see who we can raid today. Is anyone online? Would be a sad thing to leave everyone without raiding. Let's see who's on. Who's on? Do I have anyone on? I have plenty on. Why is this never working? I swear to God, my stream decks, I've restarted it 3 times today and it still doesn't work as it should be. Rating is the best, indeed, it's always the best. And I said, I literally looked at it, it says no one online, and then I went to Twitch now and I have like a bunch of followers up. Let's see, can we use it now? Shadow thing doesn't want to work. Is it to detach itself maybe? Oh, it needed to link up. For some reason it unlinked itself from my Twitch. What's up with that? Success. There you go. Now who is live? Still doesn't want to work. Do you have that issue with Stream Deck? I need a Stream Deck. Just use my keyboard and get it hard. Yeah, I need a second one actually, because I have 2 PCs, and my my other PC is where I have my audio currently. So I can't really change from my headset over to the TV as easy as I want to. So that's a problem. I use it mostly for I use it for lighting. To change my lighting around the room, I can just click a button and then my background light is off. I can click with the button and I can change the color of my ceiling light. So that's nice. And then you have all the ease of access that I use daily. And then I have a few buttons I use for audio, where I could switch between my headset, the TV, and my my VR headset back in the day. But now I need to literally... Windows 11 is terrible with it, because you need to open up audio, you need to click on the audio configuration, because all like in Windows 10 you just click on audio and then you have everything on the list as soon as you open it. But now I need to click on like 3 buttons in order to switch my audio, and that's why I need another Stream Deck. But there we go, now it's finally working. I sometimes have issue with Stream Deck shows warning triangles. I have to restart the app. Exactly. It wasn't like that when I first got the Stream Deck. I think at some point they get updates to the firmware, and I think the creators of the apps do not update them. You need to have it on... no, you can't use it on USB 3.0. You need to... you need to use it on 3.0. Sorry. Not a 2.0. You need to use it on a 3.0. If else, it won't get enough power. But yeah, I have to restart my power all the time, and it's even on USB 3. It's just when my Stream Deck opens up in the beginning of the when I restart my computer or start up my computer, it starts up before some of the background tasks, and sometimes that just leaves it that it needs to restart again in order to understand that, oh, there's something here. Oh no, you don't need to have it directly into the PC. That's not what I have, but it still works fine. Is what audio tech say for a Stream Deck. But I've tried both of it. It doesn't really work that way. But that will be future Oak's problem. I was going to save up some money and buy another Stream Deck, but then I got the message that I might need to find another place to live. I don't taking over this place that I'm currently living in and have the crappy internet I currently have, or I move other place that will have a bigger space and have better internet. But I need to move and I need to save up to do the deposit. That's about it. I hate how Windows 10 have been easy to use. It's not easy to use. Some stuff is, sometimes some stuff isn't. Anyway, I'm gonna say that's it for me today. I need to take all of this apart because I'm going back to work tomorrow and I need to bring my work computer with me. So I'm gonna do that now. We will be back playing some Horizon Zero Dawn on Saturday and see if we can end it then. A lot of people use Stream Deck for audio programs because of the macros. Yes, but I might try it. I swear I have tried putting it directly into the PC before, and it's just the apps themselves are made not by the creator of the Stream Deck. Is made by people that do not keep upkeep on them, even though people say, oh, it's a bug people know is there. It's just issue. It was something that happened when at some point I just started the PC and it didn't want to work anymore. Anyway, who's online? What's Malice playing right now? Man of Dawn. Dawn of Man. You can manually update it, but it's no update there to update to. Because it's up to date, because no one updated it. It's the last update on the app that keep crashing. Bad scripters, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna send you guys over to Malice. Let's see what he's playing today. And I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for some more Dark Pictures new game, House of Ashes. I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye for now.
I could have fucking shot you, Yumi, if I didn't hit my fucking roof.
It's there.
It's not there for me.
When I get a new place, I'm gonna make sure the fucking roof is high enough to be able to shoot up.
I'll take that back, thank you.
We got Spacey Boy over here talking about his interstellar nuts.
Oh, hello, beautiful.
Detective, and I hate you all.
I got debated.
You can see yourself in the mirrors.
I hit the wrong gun.
Do not touch my bum bum, Diva. Do not touch my bum bum. Where's my Coco? There's my Coco. Hey, baby. I'm following Coco. He's realizing. Like during the game, I'm probably. Oh no, don't freaking tell me. Is it them two again? I'm still going to slow Coco. You're wrong. How can you do this to me, mommy? So who's these monsters? My imaginary monster. I could eat a cookie? I wanted a cookie?